So, we bought raw land in British Columbia, Canada. On the north side of things, eh? We are building an off grid farm from the ground up. No house, no barn, nothing but trees, clay, rocks, and a big dream, eh? Hello, my name is Edgar, and welcome to my channel. Muddy off grid, eh?
Muddy off grid, eh? YouTube channel videos are for entertainment purposes only. If you engage in any of the activities shown in the Muddy off grid, eh? videos, do so at your own risk. Consult an expert before operating any tools, machinery, etc. shown in the videos.
We are pushing down trees today to make room for expanding our garlic field even further. Each section we clear means more space to grow garlic, more rows we can plant, and eventually more bulbs to harvest, eh? The bulldozer let us move faster than we ever could by hand. And every tree that comes down is another step toward turning this forest into a working farm, eh? It's all part of making this raw piece of land into something that can support us, eh? It looks easy when you see a bulldozer push over a tree, for every push reminds me just how thick these woods were when we started. Okay, everything is working out so far so good. Now what I'm going to do here, instead of piling up all these trees, I'm going to bring the dump truck and the backhoe, and then I'm going to try to load them onto the dump truck. I guess I'm gonna have to cut them in pieces so I can just throw them in the dump truck so I can clean up the area, because it's too hard to retrieve them when they are piling up like this, because they get all tangled up. Really hard to get them out of there because the root and the branches and all that, they get stuck between each other. So I'm going to try to clear these trees before they get too hard to deal with. All right, so let's bring the dump truck. With the bulldozer finished pushing the trees down, the next step was clearing up the mess. I have to deal with these trees before they get too hard to deal with. I grabbed a chainsaw and started cutting the trees into smaller pieces, then tossed them into the dump truck. At first it seemed like a solid plan, load after load. It slowly cleared the pile. But after a while, reality set in. This was going to take way too long, eh? Cutting and hauling every piece by hand would take me forever. So this way, just way too much work. I'm never gonna finish doing it this way, throwing everything by hand. So I changed tactics. The backhoe is built for this job, but only if the mechanical thumb works. Without it, I can't grab or move the logs properly. That meant before I could keep going, I had to roll up my sleeves and fix that thumb, eh? Time to trade the chainsaw for some welding work, eh? The backhoe was the best option to move these logs, but the mechanical thumb wasn't working. Without the thumb, it's almost impossible to grab anything. So before I could keep clearing, I had to fix it, eh? I am putting together the mechanical thumb on this 680G case backhoe. I gotta weld these two pieces together. Then I have to cut these pieces apart and then put them in the forge, make them straight again. And then I have to weld this part onto this mechanical thumb. All right, so thanks for watching and wish me luck. I pulled out the tools and I started working on the mechanical thumb, eh? If you're enjoying watching us turn this raw forest into a garlic farm, make sure you hit the subscribe button so you don't miss the next chapter, eh? I spot welded the this mechanical thumb. I'm just setting it up. I have to now work on the extension. Well, I call it the extension, but you can see that it's a short. The part that I'm adding to it to make it longer, it's going to go inside the bucket. Okay, so after a few hours, I managed to weld this mechanical thumb. I'm ready to give it a try. I hope I don't break it like the last time. There is only one way to find out, and that way is to give it a try. Well, it is bending again. You can see here this pin, I think is stuck in there, but it seems to work a little bit at least. So I'm going to keep using it like that, just to pull these trees apart, because at least it will help me to separate all these trees. It is what it is, eh? Okay, the thumb didn't work on the backhoe. It eventually broke off. So the next thing for me to try is the grapple. And if you'd like to support the channel even more, you can join the Muddy Crew, with membership. You'll get badges, emojis, and you'll be part of the journey,